Hello students, today we will solve some more extra questions from R.S. Agrawal. See the page number 178 and question number 8. In the adjoining figure, it is given that AB is parallel to CD and angle ABO is equals to 50 degree and angle CDO is equals to 40 degree. Find the measure of angle BOD. Here we have to find measure of this angle BOD. To solve this question, we will do one thing. We will draw a line which will pass through the point O. Okay? And now we will write here line AB. AB is parallel to here. We will give the name of to this line. Here we will write E. Here F. Okay. AB is parallel to EOF, line EOF, and we will find here measure of angle BOF first. Okay. For this, AB is parallel to EOF and BO is a transversal, and BO is a transversal. Okay. Now here we can see angle ABO and angle BOF both are equal. Okay. Angle ABO is equals to angle BOF. Now you will think how these two angles are equal, because angle ABO and angle BOF, they both are pair of alternate interior angle. Okay, this BOF and AOB, these two angles are pair of alternate interior angle. So here measure of angle ABO is 50 degree and BOF, here we will write angle BOF. Now we have got angle BOF is equals to 50 degree. Since angle ABO is equals to 50 degree given. Okay. Now we will find measure of angle DOF. For this angle, we will take these two parallel lines. Now see, EOF is parallel to CD. Now we will take these two parallel lines. Okay. So here we will write EOF line is a parallel to CD, and here OD is a transversal for these two parallel lines. Okay. Here angle FOD, angle FOD is equals to angle ODC, or you can say ODC, or you can say CDO, angle CDO. Okay. Now FOD, angle FOD is equals to here measure of angle CDO. How much given? 40 degree. Here in bracket we will write since angle CDO is equals to 40 degree. Now we have got measure of angle BOF. We have got measure of angle FOD, and we want to find here measure of angle BOD. So I think you understood. We will add measure of angle BOF and angle FOD for the angle BOD. Okay. Now we will write angle BOD is equals to angle BOF plus angle FOD. So measure of angle BOF, how much coming? 50 degree. So we will write 50 degree, and FOD, here we have calculated 40 degree. 40 degree. So what is coming? 90 degree. Hence the measure of angle BOD is 90 degree. One more thing you will mention here. Here you will write alternate interior angles. Reason you will mention, and here also you will mention the reason why they are equal. Okay. Alternate interior angles. So they are equal. Now students, see the question number 10 of page number 179. Here in this question, in the given figure, AB is parallel to CD. Angle ABE is equals to 120 degree. Angle ECD is equals to 100 degree. And angle BEC is equals to x degree. Find the value of this x. Okay, here you can see that AB is parallel to line FE. Okay, for this angle x, first of all we will find this angle BEF. Okay, and here you can see that AB is parallel to EF. Okay, and BE is a transversal line. BE is a transversal. Okay, and angle ABE plus angle FEB is equals to 180 degree. Why 180 degree? Because angle ABE and angle FEB, these two angles are forming on the same side of transversal. So these two angles are the pair of co-interior angles, and the sum of co-interior angle is equals to 180 degree because they are supplementary. So here we will mention co-interior angles. Okay, now angle ABE is 120 degree plus FEB we will find is equals to 180 degree. Now angle FEB is equals to 180 degree Now this 120 we will transpose from left hand side to right hand side. Here minus 120 degree will come and we will get here FEB is equals to 60 degree. Now we have got this measure. Just like this angle, we will find measure of this angle, angle CEG. For this angle CEG, we will take these two parallel lines, CD and EF, FG. Okay, FG you can say or EG you can say, no problem. Okay, so here we will write now CD is parallel to EG. CD is parallel to EG and CE. This CE is a transversal. This CE is a transversal. Now here angle C and this angle CEG, they are co-interior angles because these two angles are also forming on the same side of this transversal line. Okay, so here we will write angle ECD plus ECD plus angle CEG. Angle CEG is equals to 180 degree. Here they are co-interior angles and co-interior angles are supplementary. So their sum we will write 180 degree. And here we will mention co-interior angles. Here measure of angle ECD is 100 degree. Angle CEG we have to find and this 180 degree. Now angle CEG is equals to 180 degree minus 100 degree. So angle CEG is coming equals to 80 degree. Now we have got a measure of angle FEB and measure of angle GEC or you can say CEG, and now we can find the measure of angle X degree. Okay, now you can see these three angles are forming on this straight line. Okay, so for this what we have to do? Here we will write we know that the sum of all the angles formed on the same side of a line, at a given point on the line is 180 degree. So here you will mention it before solving the next step. This thing we know that the sum of all the angles formed on the same side of a line at a given point on the line is 180 degree. So the step will be here angle FEB. Angle angle FEB plus angle BEC, angle BEC plus angle CEG plus angle CEG is equals to 180 degree. Okay. Now for FEB, we will put this value 60 degree. Okay. So here we will write 60 degree plus BEC. For BEC is BEC x degree and plus angle CEG. Measure of angle CEG, here we have calculated 80 degree and we will write here 80 degree. Okay, and their sum is equals to 180 degree. Now here 60 and 80 degree we will add. Here 140 degree will come plus x degree is equals to 180 degree. Now x degree is equals to 180 degree minus 140 degree. We will transpose this 140 degree from left hand side to right hand side and here minus 140 degree will come, and after subtracting this 180 degree minus 140 degree we will get here 40 degree. So measure of this angle BEC, which is x degree, its measure is coming 40 degree. Here x degree is coming equals to 40 degree, students, but in the question given that we have to find value of x, so here therefore x is equals to 40. This is the value of x. Now students, look at the last extra question of page number 179, question number 12. In the given figure, L is parallel to M and P is parallel to Q. Find the measure of each of the angles A, B, C and D. Here students, first we will see which angle we can find easily. Here you can see angle A and the 65 degree angle. These two lines are a straight line, and here you can see these two lines are intersecting each other. So here A is equals to 65 degree. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles and vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay. So here we will write angle A is equals to 65 degree, and in bracket we will write vertically opposite angles. Now after finding measure of angle A, we can see here that angle A and B, these two angles are co-interior angles, and when they are co-interior, when we take this line as a transversal line, okay, and line P and Q we take as parallel lines. So here we will write P is parallel to Q and L is a transversal. Okay. Now angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Okay. Why? 180 degree because these two angles are forming on the same side of transversal, means they are co-interior. They are co-interior. Here we will write co-interior angles. Okay. Now here measure of A we have calculated 65 degree. Angle B we will find out. So angle B here 180 degree minus 65 degree. Now students, we have calculated angle B is equals to 115 degree. Now we will find the remaining angles, angle C and angle D. For angle C, we will take line P as a transversal and line L and M as parallel lines. Okay, so here we will write line L is parallel to M and P is a transversal. Here angle B and C, these two angles are co-interior angles. Okay, so angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. We will write, and we will write here co-interior angles. Now angle B, here we have calculated 115 degree plus angle C 180 degree. Angle C is equals to 180 degree minus 115 degree we will do. Now angle C, 10 minus 5, 5. Okay, yes, 7 minus 1, 6. So measure of angle C is coming 65 degree. Now we have to find the last remaining angle D. Okay, for this angle D, we will take Q as a transversal line. Okay, because here we know the measure of this angle A. We have calculated here measure of angle A, and D we have to find now. So this line we will take as transversal line, Q as a transversal line, and line L and M, these two we take as parallel. Okay, so here we will write L is parallel to M. Now we take L is parallel to M and Q is a transversal. Okay, L is parallel to M and Q is a transversal. So angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree because these two angles are forming on same side of transversal. So these two angles are co-interior angles and co-interior angles are supplementary. So here we will write angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree, and here we will mention it co-interior angles. Okay, now here angle A we have calculated 65 degree. So we will write here 65 degree plus angle D is equals to 180 degree, and here in bracket we will write since angle A is equals to 65 degree, and here also we will write since angle B is equal to 115 degree. Here 115 degree. Now angle D, we will find 180 degree minus 65 degree, and then angle D is equals to, now we will subtract this. Here 10 minus 5, 5. Okay, 7 minus 6, 1, and this 1. 115 degree will come, and at last we will write measure of angle A. A is 65 degree. Okay, A is 65 degree. So here we will write 65 degree. Angle B. Angle B is 115 degree. So here we will write 115 degree. And then angle C, and angle C we have calculated 65 degree. Here we will write 65 degree. And now the last angle, angle D. Measure of angle D is 115 degree. In this way we can find the measure of angle A, B, C and D. Students, in such type of questions, very carefully, if you will take parallel lines and transversal line, you can calculate the answer very easily. Thank you.